How many people in this audience would like to set their own hours? Work whenever and wherever you like. Or work on the days you choose. Be able to spend more time with your family and reduce your overall cost and stress levels from commuting and dealing with unruly co-workers and or bosses. Modern day offices. This is for those working in an office. Good afternoon. My name is Kenneth Alverson. I'm with the University of Phoenix. Communications 218. It's my last presentation, week 5. I would like to talk about the virtual workplace. That you can work from anywhere. Now, a virtual workplace is an office online where people from different states, different continents, different offices can get together and have meetings, conduct business, work on papers, and just basically it's like an office in the cloud. The virtual office or workplace is growing exponentially thanks to things like pollution and costs. The personal advantages of a virtual office are freedom. You go to work whenever you want. Scheduling. You have the ability to set your own hours. Dress code. You don't always have to wear a tie to work. You can work in your pajamas from your office at home. You can relax. Have a cup of coffee. Have an extra cup of coffee. Slide in your slippers when it's convenient to you. Unless you have a meeting on a set schedule, then you have to be there for that. Now, the business benefits of a virtual office are cost for rent, utilities, time, hours worked for employees, travel, driving, airfare, trains or buses. You have space you have to consider. Office space, parking space, speed, production levels. In a virtual office, you can set your own hours, and you'll definitely get a lot more production done if you're a self-motivated individual. The environment benefits from a virtual office or virtual workplace as well. It saves on emissions. It saves on space, parking lots. Office buildings don't need to be built. Building supplies, things such as glass, steel, carpet, rubber, sheetrock, gypsum board. Global warming, it reduces global warming because you don't have everybody sitting in your car driving to and from work every day. You don't have people in airplanes going to business meetings across the country. That can all be done from the comfort and safety of your own home. And that brings us to energy. It takes a lot of energy to heat or cool a business office. Even when you're not at work, in the wintertime, you got to keep that office heated so the pipes don't freeze, and you got to keep it cooled in the summertime. And reducing on any one of those will help save the planet. Is it better? We got pros and cons. Let's take a look. The pros, you get less traffic, less pollution, less company overhead. less company money saved, less time away from home, less stress, less illness because you're not around everybody getting sick and spreading germs, and less time off work. Because you're at home, and if you got a paper that you need to get done on the weekend, you can just go sit in your office, knock it out real quick, instead of getting dressed, driving across town, doing a little bit of work, and then coming all the way home. Now there are cons, like there are with everything, so let's take a look at a few. Yeah, you're going to work a little longer because you're working from home. It's going to disrupt your sleep because you're working more hours, and your office and all of your work is right next door in the next room, so you have to be self-driven, and not everyone is. If you're not self-driven, you're going to sleep in, you're going to miss business, you're going to miss office meetings. It's not going to work too good for you in that case. There's going to be a less commitment to colleagues and employees, less commitment, less developed personal relationships. You're not going to be at the office, you're not going to see your coworkers every day, and less face-to-face interaction. You're not going to see your boss. And so you're not going to have that face-to-face communication unless you're Skyping, and virtual offices have that capability. I know it sounds like a new, fangled internet deal, but it doubled between 2008 and 2009. The projection in 2015 is 18.6 billion. The annual growth is 56% in the United States alone. And we're not even the leading country in the internet. China is way ahead of us. Plus you got Europe, Japan. They're very well established on the internet presence. And a virtual office saves you from having to fly to Japan or to the UK if you're conducting business globally. Before this presentation ends, there is something I must ask the audience to do. Now, I'd really like for you to take action. Research some of these virtual offices. They're all over the internet. It's quick and easy to do. Research 2 or 3 of them. Compare prices. And then I would like you to present your findings to your boss, to your managers, to the owners of the companies. And then utilize or implement that knowledge that you have found. And save time and money. And that's what we're all here for, right? Saving time and money. Now, in conclusion, we've got a problem in the world today. Out of Texas alone, in the early 2000s, gridlock costed $78 billion a year. 4.2 billion in lost working hours. And 2.9 billion gallons of wasted fuel from sitting in traffic. Planning. These numbers will only rise. We have to plan better if we're going to succeed. Now, everyone can do their part. A little bit of research, and ask others that have a virtual office, how do they like it? Is it working for them? Is it good? What are the pros and cons? Implement your research and your findings. Don't just sit there. Get up and do it. Do something about it. Saving money is something everybody likes to do. Start small. Don't jump into it with your entire business, but work through the details and figure it all out. One step at a time. And then, as mentioned, look around. I got the evaluation. Look around. Can you do more? Implement new ideas in your business. My name is Kenneth Halverson. This was the presentation. for virtual offices. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day. At this point, I would like to ask if there are any questions from the audience on anything about virtual offices. Thank you once again. Have a good day.